You're back, day 7. Today is about real flexibility in the body, mind, all of it. Let's get into our stretch. I'm going to talk you through it. Simple forward fold, embracing discipline, consistency. I literally have 10 minutes today, right now, where I could film. It's actually in the morning, as much as I wanted this to be an evening challenge. I've got birthday parties to take my kid to, football practice, take another kid to. I just don't see where the window's going to open up to film tonight. So I wrote in as quick as I could to get to work, and I literally have 10 minutes right now. When we want to cultivate habits, we got to get flexible in our approach. It's not always going to be perfect. Sometimes we just have to accept reality. This is the way things are. How do I adapt? So yesterday I was in a library. Today I'm pretty lucky. I got some space to do it here. I might get interrupted, who knows? But all I know is it's my only chance. And I just, now that I've got the momentum going, there's an extra drive to stay consistent. It really is. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. Because I've been acting so much on this one simple movement, I feel really motivated to keep the ball rolling and complete the 30 days. But in that, having the ability to be flexible in when I'm going to do it. It's supposed to be an evening challenge because that's when it's the hardest for me, but it's just not going to happen tonight. So I got to do it now. And that's okay. It's not perfect. And in some of these things, missing a day is not the worst thing, but when you attach a habit to your identity, the one thing people that really stick with a habit do, if they miss one day, they don't miss the second. And that's when you know you really got a habit that's sinking in. That again comes from Atomic Habits. I keep reiterating how great that book is. You should definitely read it. I know you can go to these apps and you can do a book in 15 minutes or something. I think there's something to be said about reading the whole thing. I think it develops discipline and consistency also in starting and finishing something. And there's always something in a book that maybe somebody else doesn't highlight that will resonate with you. It's like an album. Listen to a music album. It's often the 6th or 7th song in the album that you're going to love, not necessarily the hits. A little deeper. We're going to come up to the weekend here soon. Oh, yeah, things are starting to get noisy. Definitely might get interrupted. Even if this one's truncated a bit, I'm okay with that. It's not perfect. Forget perfection. Oh, I've let that jam me up so much. What's the quote? Perfection is the enemy of good. Good morning. People are starting to arrive. It's all right. We're removing our concern about judgment. That takes some flexibility. I like it that this is increasing our physical flexibility, but also flexibility in everything we do. And just really, if our starting off place is the acceptance of what is the reality, we can really move forward. Oh, the conditions aren't perfect. I can't do this. I can't do that. Well, what can I do? And move from that position. I certainly can feel that I'm not nearly as flexible physically in the morning as I am in the evening, no question. Even though I had a good little workout before this, I definitely feel tighter than I would in the evening after a day of constant movement. That's okay. There's going to be times where we're more flexible. You ever practice balance and one day you're like, oh, my balance is great, and the next day it's just rubbish. It's okay. The acceptance of reality is quite liberating. Doesn't mean we don't want to affect change and become better, but we have to have a starting off place that's based in reality. Okay, yeah. Sinking a little deeper. Little call to action. If you come this far and you're getting something out of these videos, I ask you to subscribe to the channel, like, comment. That's what helps it grow. I really want to reach as many people as possible and build this community where we take our health. I say our, that we're all in this together. We got to build a community that revolves around health and promoting each other, collectiveness, that we're in this together. No left versus right. Majority of us want the same things. We got to come together. Curiosity, be curious about the other person's point of view. That's being flexible. That my opinion can change. I'm not stuck in just one way. Take in new information, be curious with other points of view. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good topic for next time. Let's just stick with flexibility throughout our day. You know, there's different points of view about a little bounce. I think you gotta sort of notice what's going on in your own body. There's times where I feel like this is helpful. I can sink a little deeper, especially when I'm loose. If you have made it to day 7, well done. Embracing simplicity. We develop willpower too. That's another great one of these days. I'll talk about willpower. Don DePonte is a great teacher. Talks about willpower. I really do think our ability to be flexible in situations increases willpower and just so many other things. Maybe you can do this at work, in front of the TV, while you're waiting for water to boil, while you're making dinner, anything, just a time to just tap into creating flexibility, consistency, discipline. It's the smallest things that compound and add up. Well, my window is closing here quickly. The day is starting. It's getting noisy. I can stay with it for a minute. I'm feeling uncomfortable in being here with knowing people around. I want to embrace the discomfort. It's okay. I know what my intention is. I'm not offending anybody. And if I am, that's on them at this point. Go a little deeper. Let's finish this off strong. Deepen your stretch. Deepen, yes. Oh, there we go. We got there today. Day 7 completed. Well done. See you tomorrow. Stay flexible. Goodbye.